Yeah, when was the last time you played Contra?
A long time ago. Like maybe.
We should discuss that as well.
Okay. We can discuss it right now because
What?
we are on the interwebs.
Oh my
Episode
goodness.
185, Love and Chokes,
Middleweight,
middleweight,
185.
or whatever you want to call it at 1FC.
Oh yeah, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
They're all weird with their weights. It's like middleweight in Pride was 205.
Yeah.
You know, you were the middleweight world champion if you were 205. But here we are, episode 185. Anthony, what it do?
Not much, just a lot of stuff in the streets. What about you?
Yeah, that's how the streets are.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of stuff in the streets.
A lot of stuff in the streets.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. Well, I was waiting for the podcast to begin.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching weird Tom Segura and Christina P videos. I was watching them watch other people. I learned about Hard Rock Nick. Do you know about Hard Rock Nick?
I haven't seen the newest episode. If it's the newest one.
I don't know if it's in the newest episode or not, but Hard Rock Nick is a dude who has like one of those like manicured eyebrow gimmicks and like he's always wearing chains and shit. He's like talking about how he's worth $350 million. And like, but I get an Amazon package delivered to my house like once a week. Like, that always happens, you know?
Oh, yeah. This guy, yeah.
So, like,
yes.
So apparently he's from Vegas, is
Mhm.
what he claims. And like, I'm kind of like, I wonder if I should just start DMing this dude. And be like, I want to meet Hard Rock Nick. But like, not at my house. And I don't want you to know where I live or,
Right.
or anything about me in particular.
Yeah, no.
Does
he still? He doesn't have the weird beard stripe going, does he?
Oh, all right. So in the first clip they show, he does.
Okay, yeah.
But then they're like, oh, in the recent clips he doesn't. But the eyebrows are still like,
still on point.
Like a Persian man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's racist, but you know what I'm saying. Well, sometimes you say racist things. So yeah, and then I came to my room to prepare for the podcast, and I turned on my little not Nintendo.
Yes.
Right, that has 600 games on it. Mm-hmm. And the first game is Contra. And I was like, man, the last time I played Contra before, like this week, like I would die like every 2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So I've been putting a little bit more time into my Contra skills. But I'm still horrific. Like I can't imagine someone literally beating it the way it was meant to be beaten.
What do you
like you have 3 lives in Contra.
Yeah.
Right? So that means you get to get hit 3 fucking times during the course of this entire game. Like, are you fucking serious?
But
like,
but you got extra lives.
No.
You do.
When? How?
I'm pretty sure you get extra lives. I'm almost positive. Extra.
I don't think so.
Unless I played it.
I think you fucking do the code, or you have like this little, probably semi-illegal gimmick that I have.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then you can get 30 guys. And if you can get 30 guys, you can beat Contra.
Yeah. The Konami code, yeah.
But it's not easy still. With 30 guys, it's still like difficult to beat Contra. With 30 guys, yesterday I got to like the 3rd board.
You wanna know how crazy it is? How long it takes to actually beat Contra?
How long?
20 minutes.
What?
Yeah, it just takes 20 minutes to beat Contra. Like I'm not even joking. Like I'm just looking up like, oh yeah, how long does it take to beat Contra? It's about 20 minutes. Without dying. Yeah. People do it without dying, just with 20 minutes.
Yeah, but they're like autistic. I'm kidding. Well, probably not. But like, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
This is not a sponsor, but
who is this?
It's Rain.
Rain?
Do you guys have that yet?
We're still on I think it's what is it? Bang.
Oh, you guys just got Bang?
Yeah, we're just on Bang.
Okay. I don't like the Bang flavors. I'm a Rain man. I'm into the Rain flavors. The sour apple is my jam.
Sour apple does sound delicious.
It really is. And all right, so that fucking can has 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. Right? So it's like
So definitely a nice little drippy drip.
for sure. But it also has like other stuff that's added to it, so it doesn't feel like you're riding the snake. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember drinking one energy drink called Spike. This is like years ago.
Yeah.
Right? I drank a half a can of Spike, and I thought my heart was gonna jump out of my fucking chest. Like it was the most intense. Like I've done like speed before, you know, like I've done cocaine. Like,
Right.
like I don't know what the fuck was in that can. I only finished half of it. I was like, I'm gonna be up for 5 days with a very clean room at the end of this. Like this is fucked up. I don't even know if it's on the market anymore. Look that up. See if Spike Energy is still on the market, or if anybody else like ended up feeling like they were on meth while they were doing that shit. I lightweight want to see if I can get this fucking. I wanted to get the S on the Contra game I was playing, but I lost it. I want to play Contra until I die. Now I'm dead. That's how quickly you die in Contra.
Yeah.
That's how fucking hard Contra is. What a fucking game.
Spike Energy.
And people beat that shit in 20 minutes. Yeah. I mean, I guess like if you know exactly where to be.
Yeah.
For the bosses especially. Because like I'm still figuring out like where you're supposed to stand and what the right strategies are and like what gun to have for what. Like if you know everything, then you can just blow through that game. It's like asking someone how long it takes to beat Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's like once you figure everything out, it's over.
Once you know, like, all right. So what's your path through Super Mario Brothers? Do you have one?
No, I just go through and just try to play it straight through. Just like a normal person.
Oh man, like a G.
Just normal. I thought about it for a while, but like, nah, this is too much work. Just play through it, dude.
Oh no, it's really not. Like, it's like to get to the 8th world of Mario is easy as fuck. It's easy as fuck. So I feel like you're allowed to talk about these things, right?
Yeah, you can talk about them. It's just...
All right, here's what I'll do. I'll just give the hint that I think everybody knows, and that'll take you to the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th world, and I strongly suggest you go to the 4th one.
Gotcha.
Go to the 4th one if you want to get to the super fast track, but you beat the first level, right? And then on the 2nd level, instead of running into the little tube at the end of the board, you jump above the board to like above the bricks, and you run along where the score is. And then you drop down, and then there's like 3 little tubes, and you choose the 4th one, and you go into that tube. And then you beat I'm telling the whole fucking story. So then you beat the 4th level, like the level 1 of the 4th world, right? And then in the 2nd world, when you're underground and it's playing the like type music, you have to like there's a fucking hidden little like almost like step ladder, like steps that you hit with your little coin gimmick. You like jump up and you bounce your head on that. Yeah. And then you'll unlock a little grapevine and you'll travel up that. And you'll get a bunch of fucking coins. And then it'll ask if you want to go to the 6th, 7th, or 8th world. And obviously the 8th world is the last world. So you go to the 8th world and then you beat those and then you win the game.
Yeah, I've never done any of those things ever. I didn't even know about those things. I kind of just...
So to me, that's the fastest path through Super Mario Brothers that I'm aware of. There may be another one. Like there's, like, people are so into video games, and like I'm not.
Right.
It's not fair to say that I'm into them. It's like I enjoy them on a level that I enjoy them on. Right. Like I come at them at the level I come at them. But like, when a new game comes out, I'll look at it like, wow, that's fucking neat. And then when it comes time to play that game, I'm like, this is overwhelming. Right. Like I can't even navigate through that world, much less make decisions under stress with like hand-eye coordination enough to do the task. Like I'm not on the level where the games have gotten.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And in order to get to that level, I'd have to put in so many hours that I would literally have to neglect every single thing in my life. Not that I'm not already good at doing that, but I have to be even better at doing that. Right. I'd have to I'd have to become a coral belt instead of a black belt at neglecting things. Yeah, that makes and sense. I'm not ready to do that, you know? Like that's a slip in the wrong direction. We're trying to go in the right direction.
Yeah. No, that's fair. You definitely don't waste your
So
time
yeah,
doing that.
so it would be a bad idea if I were to get super into gaming.
Right. But it's nice every now and then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like when there's like 20 minutes, like where like maybe my bag is packed and I don't know what to fucking do with myself,
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe I'm just gonna go fucking smoke a cigarette, or like just because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
If I just like play Tetris for 20 minutes, it's a better decision, you know.
Yeah.
So like I like games to fit into my life like that, and that's why I like the kinds of games that I like. Like the really immersive games, I think are neat,
Yeah.
right? But I can't really fuck with them because I can't really fuck with them.
Mm-hmm. Too immersive. That's the point. That's the point.
It's not that I don't want to escape, you know. Like I'm not anti-escapism.
Right.
In fact, I'm strongly pro-escapism. Um, for healthy and unhealthy reasons. Like I really do think escapism is good. Like I think when I go to a pro wrestling event,
Mm-hmm.
like the way that I feel at that place is like important to experience for everyone. Like somewhere in their life to go somewhere and like to let the stories overtake your life for a little while, right? It's like when you go to the movies. Like if you go to the movies and you don't let yourself get into the movie, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life.
Right.
And like by into the movie, I don't mean like interacting with the movie. I mean like if you don't let yourself drift into that world, almost like you're on a drug, because that's what the movie's supposed to do. It's supposed to transport you into another world, like through your creativity and through your understanding of another person's creativity,
Right.
and like how they collaborated with all these other fucking people like to make this little thing that you get to sit through. Like you're not supposed to just like watch it. You're supposed to try to lose yourself in it, you know?
Yeah.
And like when you do, it's fucking fun. It's fucking fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. My mom gets way too into it. She starts like
Like
beating
into what?
the movies. Like when she's like I can just like I can pretty much have like nobody in my life, and as long as I can like watch TV, I think I'll be fine. And she's just like like I can just get into it.
She's like, they can be my friends. Like
Yeah.
I can love them just as much as I love you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like yeah, it's like I'll be fine. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
That's both equal parts awesome and cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and also she'll hit you. She'll hit when there's like fight scenes. She'll start swinging. She's one of those people.
so last night everybody goes out and I'm like, you know, I'm really tired.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna stay home tonight and get some rest. And that was my fucking intention. Like that's what I wanted to do. That's what
Okay.
I thought was gonna happen. And
And
that's how I was feeling when everybody was like, "Well, we're gonna go out." I'm like, no, not tonight. I'm gonna just stay here and sleep and relax, right? So when I lay myself down, I'm just like restless.
yeah.
I just can't sleep. And so I get up and I'm like, you know what I haven't watched in a while? And I mentioned this on Instagram that I was going to start watching, but I didn't start watching. I haven't watched any Buffy the Vampire Slayer in a long time. And I was like, I wonder if I would even really still like it. Like, and so I wanted to put on episodes that like I would automatically connect to, or at least I would assume I would, right? So I put on an episode, and at the end of that episode, I was like, like I don't know. Then I put on another episode, and it was over. Like it had overtaken me. So I come to, right? I realize I've watched a lot of episodes,
Yeah.
and you tell me what time it was when I realized that I watched a lot of episodes.
Well, ask me, when did you start? That's my first question.
I started this around 11 o'clock.
At night.
Like I tried to go to sleep at like
All right.
11,
So
and it didn't work.
I would say you probably realized this at 7 a.m.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't
no?
that bad.
Okay. Like then 4
Because
a.m.
I thought I might have to get up in the morning.
Right. 4 a.m.
So yes, it was around 4 that I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you literally set an alarm for 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you going to do? Like, what if you have to do something tomorrow? And then I was like, you probably don't have to do anything.
Right.
Because I didn't hear any noise in the house. So I didn't think anybody was home yet. Right?
Right.
So I was like, you probably don't have to do anything in the morning. Everything's probably fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, all you have to do now, this is where things get funny. All you have to do now is just make sure that there's no betrayal in the house. And betrayal is code for poop and pee from animals. So all you have to do now is make sure there's no betrayal
Yeah.
and get in your fucking bed. And if you can't sleep, just put on an episode and close your eyes. Like
Right.
you're just getting in your fucking bed. Like that's what's gonna happen now.
Yeah.
So I walk around the house and I'm like, cool, no betrayal.
Mhm.
So I'm like, just let the animals out, roll a joint, and like smoke your joint, and then they'll be like ready to come back in.
Yeah.
Right? So about 10 minutes go by with the animals outside, and they come back to the glass door. And I'm like, oh, they must have pooped and peed. They must have. What else could they have done? If they went away and came back, it's like, what else could they have done? So I let them in, and I'm like, all right, let me start cutting the lights off. So I start cutting the lights off, and in the corner I see poop, and I'm like, no fucking way, like, is this really happening? The level I felt betrayed upon, like I was
Right.
like, you motherfuckers, like it's like you don't even love me. It was like,
It's just
it was
disrespect.
like,
So disrespectful.
it was like you tried to hurt my feelings.
It's like you did the wrong thing.
So I cleaned that up, and I'm like, all right, I don't need to sweep the house. There's no way they got me twice in that short period of time. There's just no way.
But they
So I
did.
start walking towards my room, and right in front of my room, poop and pee. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
There you
Like
go.
this is really,
There you go.
this is really happening.
There you go. It's like they taunted you.
Yes, I felt like they were making fun of me.
It's
Like
they truly were. It's like they just like let you know, hey man.
they're like, you're watching that lame fucking teenage white girl show.
Huh?
You think you're a fucking cool guy? Like here's what we do to cool people. We fucking poop on them. Like, it was so funny. But it wasn't funny to me at the time. At the time, I was heated, right? I was
Yeah.
like, I can't believe this, you guys. I was like, you have to go lay down. And I don't like raising my voice at them. So like, I was just like kind of growly instead of loud. I was like, you have to go lay down. Because they're not my dogs, and so I don't
Right.
want to cross any kind of line. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, you have to go lay down. And so they they go lay down, and I clean everything up, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm getting in the fucking bed. I'm getting in the fucking bed. And then I hear like a weird noise and like a sneezing and like a noise I don't really identify, right?
Right.
And I get worried because like I'm not a fucking asshole. Like
Right.
I'm not like, oh, I hope that dog is it pooped on me, so I hope it's sneezing terribly. I'm like, I hope that dog's okay. So I get out of the bed and I kind of rush over to see where the dog is because there was a noise besides the sneezing that I didn't identify.
Right.
That kind of freaks me out, right? So I run over to the dog and he looks really upset and his face is all wet, and so I start getting a paper towel and drying off his face, and then I realize
You got peed
I
on.
realized that I've left my bedroom door open because I left with such haste, right?
Betrayal.
And I like cats. I like these cats that I live with, but I
Right.
just don't want them in my room
Yeah.
because I don't know who's gonna end up wanting to be in my room, and I don't know if they're gonna be allergic to animals. So that's why there are no animals in my room. Not because I don't like the animals. I snuggle with the animals, right?
Right.
So I come back to my room and I'm like, I don't see them in the immediate area, right? I don't see any cats.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, maybe I got away with this. And so I close my door and I go back outside and I stay with Diego until he calms down. And it doesn't matter how long it was. So Diego calms down. And I'm like, cool. It's time for me to go to bed. It's time. Like, I have to go to sleep. That's all I want to do is sleep.
Right.
I get in my bed and I see a cat come out of my closet. Like, no. Like, how did you?
How did this happen?
So I open the door and he runs out. And so then I'm certain that there's no more cats in my room, right?
Right.
Then another cat comes out of the closet. And I'm like, no. And then I open the door and that cat goes under my bed. And I don't like handling cats because they're capable of more violence than you can do to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, they have bitiness and
Yeah.
claws. And I'm like, I don't know what will happen if I get bitten or scratched really hard.
Yeah.
Like, not that I would hit this thing, but like in moving my hand away, does it hit something? Like, it can get weird. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to grab you, bro.
Yeah.
like, but you got to get out of here. Like, you got to go. So I leave my door open, hoping that like the cat will vacate.
No.
And I got a glass of water, I came back to my room, and the cat was leaving my room. And I went and I looked in my closet. I looked under my bed. There were no cats. I closed my door. And finally, Anthony,
Went to sleep.
I went to sleep.
And then Casey, Jess, and come in loud. Hey, what's up, Derek?
No. There was none of that.
Oh, that'd been funny.
But I slept until like 10:30.
Okay, it's not too bad.
So I had a nap.
Yeah.
I got a nap.
Yeah, not too bad.
And I'll most likely take another nap shortly after this broadcast, Anthony.
I can tell he's still in pajama pants.
Don't fucking.
They
You
saw.
just out me?
Everybody else could see him too. The people who are blind and cannot listen.
Why was I like this? Did I bring my knees
You
up?
just when you got happy, like, oh, Anthony, you see these cats? You were just like rocking it, and it just like started coming into frame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No kayfabe. I'm in pajama pants. You want to know more kayfabe?
Oh, sure.
I'm in more than one pair of pajama pants. Do you want to know why?
One has a hole in them.
No,
Oh.
because I don't like wearing the thin ones if I'm going to go into the living room, and I went into the living room. And so I didn't want to like change. So I just put on another pair of pajama pants over my pajama pants and then went into the living
It's like
room.
I'm thick.
So like the thin ones are kind of like my underwear.
Yeah. It's like a Under Armour.
Oh my God.
You got some spats on, and then you got your regular clothes on.
Yeah, it's essentially what they are right now.
That's funny.
Yeah. I didn't feel like getting dressed yet. And I was like, but I want to get orange juice and I want to smoke a joint.
Right.
So I'm going to have to put on some other pants over these pants. It's the only reasonable thing to do.
He's trying to be considerate to his people.
You must.
Is this the energy drink in question?
Yes, but it was a yellow and black can at the time. So yeah, so like the way that it's branded at the top there, that yellow and black color,
Yeah, go up to the top.
that's what it was. So maybe they've gone into flavors and maybe they reduced some of the stuff.
Like that?
But the original, the original.
Yeah,
What's the amount of caffeine in that?
Let's go find out.
Hardcore energy.
Come on, scroll down, computer. There we go.
That's that hardcore energy, dog. That's not your Red Bull. Your fucking bullshit. This is hardcore shit here.
1,556 milligrams
Of caffeine?
of spike formula. Well, they don't. Oh, no, total caffeine 300 milligrams. I thought it was just 300.
300.
Yeah, so it's not that bad, supposedly.
Okay. So is it an 8-ounce can?
Yes.
Okay, so in my rain there,
Mhm.
that's a 16-ounce can.
And that has 300.
300.
Mm.
Right? So essentially, that has twice the amount of caffeine. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. You basically just having just some liquid crack just ingested into your body.
Dude, if you drink 2 of those spikes, and it has Yahembe in it,
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead.
Yahembe, they sell that in like
You're dead.
they sell that as like a dick strengthener.
Yes, they do.
Yahembe.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of that,
a big penis product.
which one?
No, it's literally what it's called, big penis.
What?
Yeah, there's a.
Is it a promising one?
Apparently, it's so promising that the FDA says don't use it.
Yeah, don't use that.
Yeah, it works.
I can't imagine it works.
It works. No, it works too well.
What?
Yeah, because like it has all the normal stuff it has, but then it also has like sildenafil, denafil. Basically, it's like one of the I think it's probably like similar or just slightly better than regular like gas station boner pills, where it's just like one of those things where it has actual Viagra in it, but it also has a bunch of other stuff in it too. That's just like good supplement.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're like, yeah, it works a little too well. If you guys are basically, it's just like people who like take nitrates for like different other diseases. Like if you mix them, you could die. That's the reason why they say.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but it's probably a Rhino 11 type level.
Rhino 11 type level. Oh shit. Yeah, the thing about those pills is there's so many of them now.
Mm-hmm.
That like it's hard to separate the brands.
Right.
So it's like there's Rhino 7, Rhino 8, Rhino 11. Like, which one's which? Like, how do you, like, there's no doctor. There are no dick pill doctors. Like, do you know how much value you could add to a sex store if you actually had real information on the dick pills?
Like, so let's be very clear here. Are you talking about, like, you're not talking about, like, any type of Viagra or any, like,
No,
generic brand
because
Viagra?
that you would get from your doctor.
Right.
And, like, that your doctor would already know your information and shit, right? Yeah. But, like, all of these stores, like, let's exclude the gas stations. Okay. Let's say that they're just trying to make $1 here.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, in the sex shops, when you go in there, if you ask hypothetically, hey, which ones of these are great and, like, what kind of feedback have you gotten on them? All they will tell you. Guess what they'll tell you?
Probably something that covers their ass. It's something very, it's some legal. It's like something very legal and generic.
Yeah, but give me a thing. So what do you think they would say? Like, if you're the clerk, what do you say?
I say, so try them at your own risk.
Okay, what they always say is this one, and they'll point to whichever one. They'll say this one's our most popular one. So they'll point you toward what people are buying, mm-hmm. but they don't really have any information. Now, if you ask them about any fucking dildo in that room,
they'll tell you.
You'll get a dissertation.
Well,
like,
actually,
the point where, like, you will get bored. I'm serious. Like,
yeah.
Like, do this experiment. Like, I highly encourage anyone to do this. Like, go to your local, like, sex shop and ask about a random dildo product. And that person will give you, whether they're male or female, they will give you a fucking shitload of information on that particular product. They'll be able to point you to other similar products if you have questions. Mm-hmm. Ask them about the wall of dick pills that they have.
Okay.
They will know nothing, and they will only point you toward what is popular. And I think that's weird. Like, what does that mean? It means that they're not willing to try that shit. That's what it means.
I don't think it's that. Like, I don't think it's that.
That's what I think it means.
I mean, but, like, it's like you can just be like, you're just like one person though. So I think it's more of like there's not enough people that are willing to give, like, feedback.
What do you mean?
Like, all right, you have there's a popular one, but nobody gives you the feedback on, like, which one's the popular one. Like,
you get this question every day.
No, I get this. No. But, like, no. But you don't get, like,
if you got the same question every day.
No. That's what I'm saying though. I'm saying you don't get, like, you don't know what the positives and minuses are. You don't get, like, nobody tells you what, like, oh, this is what my experience was after doing this. Would I recommend it? Here's why. Would I not recommend it? Here's why. You just get, like, I have this bill of sales that says that these people keep buying this.
I get it, but these people talk, right, during the day, and there's male and female employees in these shops.
Right.
So it's like, eventually these conversations had to have happened. And if they don't happen, there is an internet that, like, I feel like if you know what the top 10 are, you should have an opinion based on what the internet says about the 10 of them. On the very least, like, it's strange to me that they don't have any opinion. It's just like, well, here's the most popular one. Like what? Like meanwhile, you know everything about everything that vibrates in that room. Like, you know the manufacturer's fucking maiden name. like you know everything. Do you know nothing about these? They're like a mystery. It's weird.
It's easier to buy something that isn't real versus buying something to help you be natural.
I don't know what you mean.
Just saying.
I think it's strange that there's a gap in information there. I think someone could do a great deal of service if they filled in that piece of information for everyone.
Guys,
but it won't be me.
It won't be you. I'm not gonna.
I don't want to be a guinea pig. I'm too old. Yeah. It should be somebody young.
Okay. I just passed the cutoff age, so I'm sorry. Can't be helping people out anymore.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay, so.
Yes.
This weekend, there was a UFC weigh-in today.
Yes, there is, and I'm gonna see. I'm pretty sure everybody made weight, but I could be wrong. But
don't ask me if I know who's fighting.
Probably not. You don't.
Nope. I know nothing. I know fuck all nothing about this card. Where's it taking place?
San Antonio.
That I kind of sort of knew.
Mm-hmm. Leon Edwards versus Dos Nachos. Top of the bill.
Okay.
And then I'm just trying to look at the weigh-ins.
What is this airing on?
On ESPN, pure ESPN, I believe, because they say,
Pure.
yeah, they say ESPN
The
4,
pure.
the pure, the proper, the 12.
Okay. Is that at like 5 my time, 8 o'clock, everybody else's time?
Give me a second. Hold on. I'm just still trying to get through this. It looks like. Hold, whoa. Okay, so
It looks like hold on.
Roxanne's getting 30% more money because her opponent,
Oh, who missed weight?
Jennifer Maya by 4 pounds.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's get back.
So she weighed in at 30.
No. Well, was it 129? So
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So she missed by 3.
Yeah, missed by 3. That's true. I forgot. There's a pound allowance.
There is.
Yeah. Let's see. What was it going to UFC? So when does it start?
Allowances are interesting things.
So yeah, it starts at 6, and prelims start at 3 your time, and then main event starts at 6.
Okay.
It's all pretty notable people on the card.
Well, if I haven't passed out or shot myself in the head, I'll watch. And not that I'm thinking of shooting myself in the head. That's a fucking joke.
Just a joke, guys.
I told you I put a fucking Billie Eilish lyric on my Twitter page, and I got a DM like, "Are you okay?"
No, you didn't tell me this, and I think this is hilarious.
So it's actually from a person that I think is really awesome. But we don't know each other in real life, and I think that she was just looking out for me.
Yeah.
Because like it's not that I'm not a crazy person, so like it's not outside the realm of possibility that I could be in some dark place thinking something stupid. Like that is possible, but highly fucking unlikely, right?
Right.
Like I've done a lot of work to make sure it stays very unlikely, and I'm on top of that work. So I'm very confident in saying that. However, so I put the lyric "I want to end me" on my Twitter, and I think I put quotes around it to illustrate that it was a lyric. But maybe I forgot the quotes, and if I forgot the quotes, then I understand it 100%. Even with quotes, I can understand someone being like, "I hope that person's not doing anything weird right now," and just checking.
Right.
Right. So I wasn't like offended by the checking. I was actually like I felt that it was nice, and like I appreciated it, but at the same time I knew that I was fine, and that like I just felt like, okay, like I need to be a little careful about what messages you send out there, because like there are people who do that when they're about to do something stupid, and then there's like if you don't say something and they do something stupid, then that weighs on your heart forever.
Yeah, like it just makes.
So it's always better to reach out if you have that in like any inkling that someone's doing some fucking weird shit. Like, yo, are you good? So like I didn't want to discourage it in any way. So thank you, Emily. Thank you, Emily, for reaching out. But I was fucking straight. Like I was good. Good.
Oh.
So yeah, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, Darren's thinking about killing himself because he said that on the podcast." Like, that was a joke, just to be clear. Now, are we about to get into this card?
Yes, but before I want to say this is that your homie at 135, his job is safe. His job is secure. He will be fine.
My homie?
Yeah, your homie at 135. That's
which one?
That's gonna be he's gonna fight for the belt soon, or relatively soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like his job is safe. I looked at the division. They have like a bunch of.
You're talking about 125.
No, 135, because that's for.
No, 25 is the division that's in danger.
Am I confused? Isn't it?
You are confused.
Wait, Ray Borg. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Demetrius Johnson was at 135 because he fought Ray Borg.
No, you're drunk. 25 was DJ, 100%, and it was TJ Dillashaw and fucking Cody that had the little scrap at 35, and then it was Dillashaw that lost to Cejudo. At 35s.
Yeah, 125.
Yeah, dude. Now you're getting it. Yeah. Now you're catching up.
He's safe. Now you're catching up. He's safe, regardless of the matter. He's safe. They updated the depth chart. They have top 15 people now. It's not like just nobody ranked for like the last top 8. So at least they have
So
new people
at
now.
flyweight,
Flyweight.
which is
Yes.
125.
Yes, not bantamweight.
Previously, they only had what, 8 guys ranked? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 8 guys ranked. Now they have a new fresh 15, at the very least. So
Okay, so that could mean a number of things. Like, there's the chance that Henry Cejudo has no interest in making 25 ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
And that would open up a division that was perceived as not being competitive because of Demetrius Johnson. Right? And then a guy comes in, beats Demetrius, and then takes the belt at 35 as well.
Yeah.
Right? So that gives the perception that, if he's the champ at 35, these 25ers don't have any chance anyway. So it's like that division has been almost plagued by greatness in a sense. Like, if someone's really standing out, it's not that interesting. It's like the perception, right?
Right.
And that could be fixed by Cejudo vacating that belt and letting these 15 guys sort it out, and or fighting Joey Benavidez and losing. That would be cool too.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's get ready to break down this card.
So that's what you meant by my boy's job is safe. You were meant that Joey Benavidez's job is safe.
Yes.
Because they just expanded the rankings in 125.
Yes.
Cool. That's neat.
Let's see.
I will take that as good news.
Yes. Yes. And on top of that, it looks like they're trying, prop up the bantamweight division. They got a whole bunch of bantamweight prelim fights. You got Domenico Pilarte versus Felipe Colares. They're both.
Are these guys ranked?
No, the first 3 guys are not even. The first 2 matches are not that important. But you should watch them. You got Ray Borg versus Gabriel Silva. I don't know anything about Gabriel.
I don't believe I've ever seen Ray Borg fight besides when he fought Demetrius.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Have you?
No.
Isn't that weird?
Not really.
I think it is. I think as much as I feel like sometimes when I'm defending the 25-pound division, I feel like I'm a female soccer player.
Why is that?
It's like you want equal pay, and that sounds nice, and you want equal attention, and that sounds nice, and then someone's like, name 5 25ers, and I'm like,
can't do that.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Can't do that.
It's hard. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't really know a lot of these guys. Is what I'm confessing.
Right.
I'm confessing.
Right.
Like, if you didn't exist at a different weight class and moved down, I probably don't know who you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, if you were a 35er and you came down to 25, I know your name. If you fought Demetrius Johnson, I know your name.
Right.
Other than that, I probably don't know who you are, and like that's not an insult.
Oh, Sergio Pettis.
It's just like that's the way things have been marketed.
You got Sergio Pettis. He's neither of the two.
Yes, Sergio, but he's also helped by name recognition, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So like that helps. The
brothers.
He's done what he has done.
Yes.
But why do we know who he is?
Because of his older brother.
Like honestly.
Yeah.
Like,